Hey, what's up everyone? Welcome back to The Real Breakdown. We got another episode for you guys, and yes, we're watching Avatar the Last Airbender. We're doing a rewatch, which means we've already seen this. We're huge fans. We're going to talk spoilers, what we love, what we think about this episode. So guys, if you have not seen Avatar the Last Airbender, make sure you add this to your watch later list and come check it out once you've seen it, because this show is totally worth it. So today, episode 3, I believe it's the Kyoshi Warrior episode, or the Island of Kyoshi episode, which is actually a really fun one. I think there's some pros and cons to this. We'll get into it. But here we go. Ready?
Ready?
Let's do it. The Warriors of Kyoshi, that's what it's called. I love this whole idea of the elements, like, you know, having to do with your chi and your energy, and it's just really cool.
The only reason you should be interrupting me is if you have news about the Avatar.
Well, there is news, Prince Zuko, but you might not like it. Don't get too upset.
Uncle, you taught me that keeping a level head is a sign of a great leader. Now, whatever you have to say, I'm sure I can take it.
Okay, then. We have no idea where he is.
What?
You really should open the window in here.
There are no windows.
There have been multiple sightings of the Avatar.
He is clearly a master of evasive maneuvering.
So he
You
thinks.
have no idea where you're going, do you?
Well, I know it's near water.
Guess we're getting close then.
Hey, Katara, check out this airbending trick.
That like kind of
That's
circusy
great.
music. Love
You didn't
that.
even look.
That's great.
That's great. But I'm not doing it now.
There's so many people that do
You
that.
need to give girls space when they do their sewing.
What does me being a girl have to do with sewing?
Simple. Girls are better at fixing pants than guys, and guys are better at hunting and fighting and stuff like that. It's just the natural order of things.
All done with your pants? And look what a great job I did.
Mr. Macho Man.
Wait, I was just
Pantsless.
kidding. I can't wear these, Katara, please. We just made a pit stop yesterday. Shouldn't we get a little more flying done before we camp out?
He's right. At this rate, we won't get to the North
face.
Pole until spring. But Appa's tired already. No, Appa! Don't eat that! Oh man.
Trying to impress the ladies. Over-exaggerated
I
reaction.
love that.
Time to hit the road.
Ooh. I remember the first time I saw this, I was like, who are these warriors? Like, they look so cool.
So cool.
Or we could stay a while.
You three have some explaining to do.
And if you don't answer all our questions, we're throwing you back in the water with the Unagi.
Show yourselves, cowards!
Suki.
Who are you? Where are the men who ambushed us?
There were no men. We ambushed you. Now tell us, who are you and what are you doing here?
Wait a second, there's no way a bunch of girls took us down.
A bunch of girls, huh? The Unagi's gonna eat well tonight.
Ooh.
No, don't hurt him. He didn't mean it. My brother's just an idiot sometimes.
How do we know you're not Fire Nation spies? Kyoshi stayed out of the war so far, and we intend to keep it that way.
This island is named for Kyoshi? I know Kyoshi.
Ha! How could you possibly know her? Avatar Kyoshi was born here 400 years ago. She's been dead for centuries.
I know her because I'm the Avatar. That's impossible. The last Avatar was an airbender who disappeared 100 years ago. That's me.
Throw the imposter to the Unagi.
Dang.
It's true. You are the Avatar.
Now, check this out.
Typical Aang.
That
Yes.
guy. I love that guy.
Oh my god. Foam in the mouth guy.
Did you hear the news? The Avatar's on Kyoshi.
That little girl just made the biggest mistake of her life.
It was gonna happen. They have to do it for the story anyways.
Yeah. Why would that guy's?
The Avatar's on Kyoshi Island? Uncle, ready the rhinos. He's not getting away from me this time.
Are you going to finish that?
I was going to save it for later.
Me. Red. I love their makeup, like their look, the green robe, like everything.
They just look so epic.
Sokka, what's your problem? Eat!
Not hungry.
But you're always hungry. He's just upset because a bunch of girls kicked his butt yesterday.
They snuck up on me.
Right. And then they kicked your butt.
Dang.
Attacks don't count. Tie me up with ropes. I'll show them a thing or two. I'm not scared of any girls. Who do they think they are anyway? This is tasty.
This is
What are you so
tasty.
angry about? It's great here. They're giving us the royal treatment. Hey, don't get too comfortable. It's risky for us to stay in one place for very long. I'm sure we'll be fine. Besides, did you see how happy I'm making this town? They're even cleaning up that statue in my honor. Well, it's nice to see you excited about being the Avatar. I just hope it doesn't all go to your head. Come on, you know me better.
Katara being the mature one, the sometimes overly mature, but Aang being a little too naive. Oh my god,
I
yes.
love this.
It's little moments like this that just make it so funny.
An adjustment here, and there's more.
He's like, yeah, forget it.
He's like, you're not paying me enough for
This ain't funny no more.
Girls.
I love these scenes.
Sorry, ladies. Didn't mean to interrupt your dance lesson. I was just looking for somewhere to get a little workout.
Well, you're in the right place. Sorry about yesterday. I didn't know you were friends with the Avatar.
It's alright. I mean, normally I'd hold a grudge, but seeing as you guys are a bunch of girls, I'll make an exception.
I should hope so. A big, strong man like you, we wouldn't stand a chance.
True, but don't feel bad. After all, I'm the best warrior in my village.
Best warrior, huh? In your whole village. Maybe you'd be kind enough to give us a little demonstration.
Village of 12 people. All boys,
well,
toddlers.
Come on.
Alright, you stand over there.
Getting yourself into a deep hole.
This may be a little tough, but try to block me. Good. Of course, I was going easy on you.
Of course.
That does it!
I love this. She spins him around first. Twice. Takes his belt off and ties him.
Sorry, they're just
Anything else
iconic.
you want to teach us?
Aww. That's what you get.
There she is, girls. Me in a past life.
You were pretty.
What happened to Momo?
Excuse me for a second.
This part.
Oh, good. Can you help me carry this back to the room? It's a little heavy. Actually, I can't right now. What do you mean you can't? I promised the girls I'd give them a ride on Appa. Why don't you come with us? It'll be fun. Watching you show off for a bunch of girls does not sound like fun. Well, neither does carrying your basket. It's not my basket. These supplies are for our trip. I told you we have to leave Kyoshi soon. I don't want to leave Kyoshi yet. What?
This is also kind of like
So long, Angie.
Aang.
Just a second, Coco.
Coco.
There's Coco.
There's Coco.
I thought you promised me this.
This is also like the first time that they're like learning how to deal with each other because they're all traveling together. Just like later on with Toph.
Jealous?
Like
Of what?
she's like, yo, we need to get going, and he's like, no, I want to stay. She's like, we need supplies. He's like, I don't care about that, but she's like, we're gonna need it, you know.
Yeah, they're getting used to each other. They've
Yeah.
only known each other for, I mean,
Probably
days or weeks.
A few weeks because they traveled to a bunch of places already.
Yeah.
I love their form.
Hey, Suki.
Hoping for another dance lesson?
No, well, let me explain.
Spit it out. What do you want?
I would be honored if you would teach me.
Even if I'm a girl?
I'm sorry if I insulted you earlier. I was wrong.
We normally don't teach outsiders, let alone boys.
Please make an exception. I won't let you down.
All right. But you have to follow all of our traditions.
Of course.
And I mean all of them.
Do I really have to wear this? It feels a little...
Sokka needed some humbling.
Warrior's uniform. You should be proud.
I love this
The silk
moment.
thread symbolizes a brave blood that flows through our veins. The gold insignia represents the honor of the warrior's heart.
Everything has meaning.
Hey, Sokka. Nice dress.
And then Aang.
I love, like, Again, back to their culture, you know.
Everything has meaning. There's a purpose for everything, which is awesome.
Katara, remember
Their
how
first
the
fight.
Nagi almost got me yesterday?
Yeah,
Well, I'm gonna go ride it now. It's gonna be real dangerous.
good for you.
Poking the bear.
You're not gonna stop me?
Nope. Have fun.
I will.
Great.
I know it's great.
Oh, I'm glad you know.
I'm glad you're glad.
Good.
Fine.
They're like an old married couple already.
Mm-hmm.
It's not about strength. Our technique is about using your opponent's force against them. Loosen up. Think of the fan
That's like an
as
actual
an
fighting
extension
style.
of your arm. Wait for an opening and then... I fell on purpose to make you feel better.
I got you. Admit I got you.
Oh yeah, you got it real good.
Lucky shot.
Fair weather fans.
Katara, you showed up.
I
Fake
wanted to make sure you
friends.
were safe. You really had me worried.
Back there, you acted like you didn't care.
I'm sorry.
She's a real
Me
one.
too. I did let all that attention go to my head. I was being.
At least he
ignorant.
acknowledges it though.
Get out of the water before you catch a cold, you big jerk.
Yikes.
I spit at you.
Yes, waterbending coming in.
We do see a lot that like a lot of their water bending, or not just a lot of their bending is like instinctual, you know, like, and based off of need.
Yeah, a lot of times their emotions fuel it.
Yeah.
I want the Avatar alive.
Oh no, I was wrong. We do get to see him in that out in the hat again. I remember in the first episode I said this is the only time we see him in that helmet, but no, we see him again. But it's not his.
Yeah.
It's not his iconic like look.
Wake up, Bang.
He dies in episode 4, and that's the end of it. That's cool.
Katara.
That would come in
don't
handy so
ride me,
much.
Nagi. Not fun.
Come out, Avatar. You can't hide from me forever.
Ooh, I love the fans, man. I'm a fan of the fans.
They look so cool and they come in handy.
Yeah. And I like that they didn't make him like so helpless, you know, like they're warriors.
You know, they might not be benders, but they still got it.
Yeah. That's so cool. That's actually one of the moves he uses in the final battle.
Kind of reminds me a little bit of hip hop.
But these little girls
Oh, yeah.
can't save you.
Breakdancing.
Hey, over here.
His head is giant. Did you see that?
Yeah. He's like, is it me you're looking for? I love this when he uses the fan with his airbender.
Yeah, this is so cool.
Love it.
So
So epic.
That always made me think that Kyoshi was an airbender, but
Same,
she
no.
wasn't. She just incorporated it. Him realizing his mistakes there.
That's so sad.
I know.
That's like in Korra when his statue falls.
Oh god.
Oh my gosh.
No, when they put the mask on it. I was
Oh
like,
yeah.
like
Cut that off.
Place.
It's not your fault.
Yes, it is. These people got their town destroyed trying to protect me.
Then let's
see,
get
this
out
is
of
him
here.
realizing
Zuko
like
will leave Kyoshi
there are
alone.
consequences
I know it
to our
feels wrong
actions.
to run, but I think it's the only way.
I'll call Appa.
I am a warrior. But I'm a girl, too.
So
Now get
epic.
out of here. We'll hold them off.
That needed to be said.
Yeah, I like that, you know, I mean, it's true. You can be a warrior and a girl, just how you can be a guy and like still have
Back
feelings.
to the ship. Don't lose sight of them.
I know it's hard, but you did the right thing. Zuko would have destroyed the whole place if we stayed. They're gonna be okay, Aang.
I love that scene. I always thought that was kind of like cheap. Like all he did was like he didn't really beat them. He just like got them wet, you know.
Yeah, but he did it for the town, not
Yeah.
for them.
Avatar.
That's true.
I know, that was stupid and dangerous.
Yes, it was.
So wait, does that mean that Sokka has a Kyoshi outfit because he left with it? So do they just have it the whole time?
He's just like, I'll have it just in case.
I know.
He should have used that as a disguise at some point. That
Yeah.
would have been such an epic like Easter egg.
So I feel like so that's what episode 4. I feel that I really like certain parts of this episode, and then there's certain parts that I'm like, after watching it so many times, you're just like, can we skip over this? Like, I really like the Sokka moment with the Kyoshi Warriors and that whole storyline and Suki and all that stuff. Like, he needed that. It really grows and builds his character. And I really like the moments with Aang and Katara and like what we said earlier of like, this is them, you know, realize like learning how to interact with each other and how to travel with each other. And you know, if anyone has ever gone on vacation with like people, even your own family or people that aren't your family, like it's different, it's weird. You have to learn how to deal with how they do things versus how you do things. Some of the things I didn't like the parts with the Unagi and like the parts with the girls, like, you know, crushing over him. I'm not saying take it out, it's necessary, but you know, after watching it so many times, I'm just like, okay, yeah, this is gonna happen. You know, it's just, it's got such good parts in it, but it's also like not always one that I'm like, oh yeah, let's watch this episode, you know.
I love this
My
episode.
apologies.
All
I
right.
couldn't hear what.
How rude,
Siri.
Okay.
At least Siri apologized about that.
No, but I love this episode mostly just because I love the Kyoshi Warriors. I love Suki. I think, you know, they just, like, bring a whole different element. Not just, like, girl power, you know, them being, like, we can be warriors, too, but also just the fact that they're non-benders and they are the main force
True.
of where they're from. I find that really interesting, especially since they're from, like, a place where Kyoshi was born. I find that super awesome because it shows, like, how their little village or town, how it's like separate from the rest of the world and they're doing great, like, you know, not being involved in the war and all that. The rest of the stuff that you were talking about, I enjoy that. I mean, I like the fun humor. I think that's one of the reasons why I love Avatar. Especially since I was younger when I first watched this. Those are the things that I really remembered and that I really loved. You know, and the more I watched it as I got older, I started to realize all the messages that that were put into the episodes and appreciating other things. So, I mean, I really just love this episode as a whole. There was nothing where I was like, in the first, like, 2 episodes that I did find myself kind of being like, alright, I've seen this 100 times. But I really love this episode. I find it really entertaining.
I mean, there are certain episodes that I go back to and watch just randomly because I love them so much. And I guess this is just not one of them.
Throughout the season, whenever the Kyoshi Warriors show up, or Suki, like, I just love it so much more just because I love them and they're like a part of the show where they're not a constant, but when they're there, like, it really cheers me up and I love seeing them, so I could never skip an episode with them in there.
I agree with that because when they show up, when they rescue Appa, or when they help Appa, like, and I really like when they show up there. Yeah, I have nothing against Kyoshi or the Kyoshi Warriors. Like,
so good.
I love it. I just think that, I don't know, I've just seen this episode so many times. I guess that's all I'm saying. So, alright guys, that's episode 4. We're going to come back with episode 5 next time. I think we're done recording for today, but we're going to keep these rolling, guys. Please let us know in the comments what you thought of this episode and some of the other episodes. So, guys, until next time, peace out.
Bye.